Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone. Now here we want to presentation our project Best Learn Budget Buddy. But first of all, let us introduce ourselves. We are from first team, and I'm Isabel Salsabila.
I Syahrizal.
And I'm Rizky Fadila.
I'm Rizky Nur Fadila.
I'm Ahmad Askasalam.
And I'm Muhammad Mabdur Al-Mutaki.
Okay, next. Aska in the profile section, Syahrizal on the main menu, Rizky Fadila in the financial report section, Isabel in the billing menu, and Rizky Nur Fadila in the category menu and expense recording section. Okay, next is software requirement specification and general description of the software. So the Budget Buddy application is a web-based platform that aims user to help user to control their personal finance more effectively. In everyday life, many people face challenges manage their budget, recording expenses and controlling their expenses. So here, Budget Buddy as a solution to overcome this problem. And this website also provide features, account registration and login. So as you can see in the picture, user can record the expenses and also set budget. Our website Budget Buddy can display graph and statistic and bill reminder and also display financial reports. And next is will be Rizal. Next, detailed description of requirements, functional requirements. Firstly, the system can register an account. Next, the system can log in with the registered username and password. 2, the system can set a monthly budget based on expression categories. 3, the system can easily record the expense made. 4, the system can create financial reports. 5, the system can display expense graph according to the user account. Next, the system can provide user bill reminders regarding routine bill reminders such as electricity, water, and house rent. Next is Syahrizal.
Non-functional requirement. Availability. The system is capable of running 24 hours non-stop unless there is system maintenance or system update. Number 2, ergonomic. The system must be easy to use or user-friendly. Number 3, language. Using Indonesian. Number 4, safety. The browser must accept the SSL certificate from the system. Response time. The system can respond quickly and well. Usability, the system can be used by anyone.
Next is diagram use case. Diagram use case for budget buddy is as follow. Here we can see the only one actor is user. First, user can create an account. Secondly, the user can log in. Third, user can set a budget. Fourth, user can record expenses. Fifth, user can create financial report. Six, user can view financial report in graphical form. Seven, user can view monthly bill.
Entity relational diagram. In this diagram, there is entity name user, and in the user, there are 6 important attributes. Name ID user, that unique identification of its user. Then nama user. Then password, that for account security. Then number phone, that's user's phone number and address. Then email. Then in category, there is ID category and name category. Then history, ID riwayat, ID kategori, tanggal riwayat, nominal keterangan. And budget, there is 3 attributes, that ID anggaran, ID kategori, and nominal. And then record, tagihan, ID tagihan, nama tagihan, and tanggal jatuh tempo. That the attributes. When we have understand about entity, I will explain about the relationship of entity. User to category. For the example, user can manage multiple categories, one to many. Then user to history. So user can manage multiple history, transaction history. Then categories riwayat. Then categories and credit. Lastly, we have user and bill. Similar to how we record all the bills, we need to pay each month. A user can record various bills. Okay, maybe that's the relationship between the entities we have discussed. For the next session, I will hand it over to Mabrur.
Okay, now I'll present about structure table of budget buddy. The first table, name table, user, primary key, ID user, foreign key, nothing. Structure table, field, ID user, type, integer, length, level, description, ID user, auto increment. Field 2, name user, type, varchar, length 100, description, name user. Field 3, username, type varchar, length 100, description, username, password, type varchar, length 100, description, password, number phone, type integer, length 15, description, number phone, user, address, type varchar, length 100, description, address, full user, email, varchar, length 100, email user. Table 2, category, primary key, ID category, foreign key, nothing, structure table, name, field, ID category, type integer, length 100, description, ID category, auto increment, field 2, name category, type varchar, length 100, description, name category. Table 3, riwayat, primary key, ID riwayat, foreign key, ID category, structure table, field, ID riwayat, type integer, length 11, description, ID riwayat, auto increment, Field 2, ID category, type integer, length 11, description, ID category, foreign key from reference table category, date, history, type, date, length 8, description, date, history, nominal, integer, length 11, description, nominal, history, information, type, varchar, length 100, description, information, history. Table 4, anggaran, budget, primary key, ID budget, foreign key, ID category, structure, name, ID budget, type integer, length 11, description, ID budget auto increment, ID category, integer, length 11, description, ID category, foreign key, reference, table category, nominal, type integer, length 11, description, nominal, budget. Table 5, bill, primary key, ID bill, foreign key, nothing. Structure table, field 1, ID, bill, type integer, length 11, description, ID bill, auto increment, name bill, type varchar, length 100, description, name bill, due date, type date, length 8, description, then due date. And then I will demo front end application. Okay, the first I will view login form. This is login form from Budget Buddy. If you don't have account, you can create account.
Mau sendirian, nggak bisa ada yang operasikan.
Operasi. Jelasin. Di sebelah kanan.
This is form create account. You can fill form from here. If you have fill the form, you can click start account. Yes. If you have account, you can log in using username and password. This is dashboard menu from my project, our project. This is view menu utama or main menu. Category. This is view of category menu. You can see there are table. You can create add category. You can fill in category. You can category. You can change and delete or CRUD from table from category table. This is menu budget. You can create budget from category. You can add budget. This is category have been created. You can choose from. You can select from them category. Currency.
Can you have the data? I have the data on or this is the data.
Oh, not connect. This is static. Not connect to database. This is sample. This is sample. Okay. You can create due date of bill per month. This is you can create name bill and you can set due date gitu for 1 month. Next, this is when you record transaction. You can add according date, nominal, category, and information. Report. This is report financial. This is only sample. For next progress, I will connect to database. This is front end. Here you will export to Excel for report. Here, this is example menu profile from akun. Okay, Bapak. I think this is enough presentation for me, and then I return to moderator.
Okay, so that's our presentation today. Any question, everyone?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone. First, allow me to introduce members of our group. I am Cahya Triksi Ariela Sitorus.
I am Fainur Raihan.
I am Lufnadaka Azukruf.
I am Joanel Pratama.
I am Nurul Amalia Ramadhani.
I am Fauzan Nasir Lubis.
I am Gilbert Maruli Tuamani.
We are all from Group 2 with the title Project-Based Learning is Grocery Shopping Organizer. Okay. Let me start by giving you some background about Grocery Shopping Organizer. Nowadays, everything is online, starting from socializing online, even shopping online. Therefore, we present a grocery shopping organizer application that is useful for everyone, especially housewives and students who lives in a boarding house to organize their shopping. The next slide is role and contribution. The first stage is analysis. Contribution of group members is Joan, Fauzan, and Gilbert. Secondly, design. The contribution of group members is Fainur, Raka, and me, Cahya. Next, implementation. Contribution of group members is Fainur and Nurul. Okay, let's move on to the next slide, which will be presented by Fainur Raihan. To Fainur, please present it.
Okay, thank you, Cahya. Next, the Grocery Shopping Organizer app is the web-based app that help people plan, organize, and track their shopping activities. To use it, users simply search for the item they want, then to buy and click on them. The item will be added to the shopping list. Because the system only include item data and estimated price, user must go to the offline store to purchase that item. In addition to the shopping list feature, the system has reminder or notification feature to help user remember when it's time to the monthly shopping, or if they're buying too many items, or if they're over their budget. With the web-based grocery shopping organizer app, user can overcome the challenge managing their shopping list and avoid wasting time and money. Thank you. Back to the moderator.
Okay, next slide is functional requirement, which will be present by Lufna Raka. To Lufna, please present it.
Functional requirement. 1. The system is able to perform the login feature. 2. The system is able group item by category. 3. The system is able to search for good or product through the search feature. 4. The system is able to store a list of items that have been selected by user in the shopping list feature. 5. The system is able to store application of user data such as email and password. 6. The system is able to display and chart the estimated price of good. 7. The system is able to connect with email to provide shopping reminder notification. Thank you. Back to moderator.
Okay, the next slide is non-functional requirement, which will be present by Joan Naila. To Joan, please present it.
Thank you. Non-functional requirements. Number 1, availability. The system is able to run for 24 hours. Number 2, usability. The system must be able to be used easily, be users or be user friendly. Number 3, language as use Indonesian. Number 4, security. The system is able to validate user. Number 5, maintenance capability. Updates and maintenance can be done without disrupting the system. Thank you. Back to the moderator.
Okay, let's move on to the next slide. That is use case diagram, which will be present by Nurul Amalia. To Nurul, please present it.
Okay, so in the use case diagram of the grocery shopping organizer application, there are two actors, user and admin. User can log in or register, view product by category, search for product, add product to the shopping list, view the shopping list, see price estimate, and get shopping reminder notification. As for admin, can log in or register, can also add and change, estimate price, product, and category. Thank you. Back to moderator.
Okay, next slide is ER diagram, which will be present by Fauzan Asri. To Fauzan, please present it.
R diagram. The R diagram grocery shopping organizer consists of 5 entities: admin, user data, product data, category data, and shopping list. 1. User data. User data has the identities of user ID, name, email, password, phone number, and budget. User data select product data. 2. Product data. Product data has the identities of product name, price, description, product ID, and category ID. Product data has category data. 3. Category data has the identities of category name, category ID, and product ID. 4. Admin has the identities of admin name, password, email, and admin ID. Admin manage product data and category data. 5. Shopping list. Shopping list has the identities of list ID, budget, user ID, product price, and time. User data stores shopping list. The relationship present is selection. User data select product data. The relationship present is position. Product data has category data. The relationship present is management. Admin manage product data and category data. The relationship present is struct. User data struct shopping list. Thank you. Back to moderator.
Okay, next slide is table structure, which will be present by Gilbert. To Gilbert, please present it.
Table structure number 1, user table. User data table with user ID primary key, no foreign key. The table structure of user data contains user ID with integer type. Val 11. Password with type varchar. Val 100. Email with type varchar. Val 100. Name with type varchar. Val 100. Cell phone number with type integer. Val 13 and budget with type integer, field 11. Number 2, admin table. Admin data table with admin primary key, no foreign key. The table structure in admin data contains admin ID with integer type, field 11, admin name with varchar, varchar type, field 100, ml with varchar type, field 100, and password with varchar type, field 100. Number 3, product data table. Product data table with primary key, product ID, foreign key, ID category obtained from category data table. The table structure in product data contain product is with integer type. Field 11, category it with integer type. Field 11, product name with varchar type. Field 100, product price with integer type. Field 100 and varchar type description. Field 100. Thanks. Back to moderator.
Okay. I will present data category and data belanja table. Data category table, there is ID category as the primary key and ID product as foreign key, which is obtained from the data product table. The table structure contains ID category with integer data type and value is 11. The second, nama category with varchar data type and value is 100. Next, ID product with integer data type and length or value is 11. And the last one is the data belanjaan table. There is ID daftar as the primary key, then the foreign key is ID pengguna and anggaran, which is obtained from data pengguna table. ID product and harga produk, which is obtained from data product table. Okay, we will demonstrate grocery shopping organizer website, which will be present by Nurul and Fainur.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone. First of all, let me introduce my team. We are from third team. My name is Naswa Sabita Purdaya. NIM 434 2311 024.
My name is Zemaria Octavia, NIM 4342 311020.
My name is Kutrestu Ramadhani.
My name is Arya Disaputra.
My name is Fitra Firmansyah Bangun. My name is 4342311010.
My name is Muhammad Nabil Atollah Waluyo.
So we will presentation the progress of our mini project based learning time management assistant. The role and contribution of each member in the first analysis stage, namely Fitra, Nabil, and Naswa. Second, the design stage, namely Kutrestu, Arya, and Zemaria. So the first who's gonna explain about it is Zemaria. Zemaria, time is yours.
Okay. The first general description of the software. The time management assistant application is a web-based platform is to help each user organize and manage their time to be more effective and schedule. As we know, people often work in a busy and demanding world. Many people face difficulties in managing schedule. So they forget the priority and benefit of time itself. This application is present as a tool that helps user to plan their daily activity in a more structured manner.
Next, the part will be explained by Nabil.
Functional requirements. The first function, the system is able to display login and registration features that can be accessed. The second function, the system can record user activity schedules. Third function, the system can store user activity schedules. Fourth function, the system can provide notification as reminders. Fifth function, the system can display graphs of user productivity levels.
Next, this part will be explained by Arya.
Non-functional requirement. Criteria, availability, parameter. The system is capable of running 24 hours non-stop. Ergonomy, the system can be used easily, user-friendly. Language, using Indonesian. Security, the browser must accept the SSL certificate from the system. Usability, the system can be used by anyone. Portability, the system can only be used on web-based platform.
Next, in this part will be explained by Fitra and Kutrestu.
Use case diagram. In the use case diagram, user can log in, user can record their activities, user can get reminder of notification, and user can see graphs.
ER diagram. In the ER diagram, there are four entities. That is user activity recorder, activity reminder, and graphic. User has attribute that is email, pass user ID, username, phone number. Then the user manage its activity through activity recorder. Activity recorder has attribute activity, date, and activity description. From activity recorder, the user can display graphic. Graphic have attributes that is reminder time, grab ID, and user ID. Then activity recorder products activity reminder. Activity reminder has two attributes, that is reminder ID and activity ID. After that, the user get a reminder from activity reminder.
Entity, user ID, username, user password, email, no cell phone. Activity recorder, activity ID, that activity description. Activity reminder, reminder ID, activity ID. Graphic ID, user ID, reminder time. User, a relationship. User to activity recorder is manage cardinality user to many. User to activity reminder is get cardinality user to many, one to many. Activity recorder to graphic is display cardinality one to many. Activity recorder to activity reminder is generates cardinality one to many.
I will explain the table structure. First table name is user. Primary key is user code. Foreign key, none. In the structure table, there are 4 tables in it. Number 1, user ID, type integer, length 11, description is user ID. Number 2, username, type varchar, length 30, description, username. Number 3, password. Type varchar, length 30, description, password. Number 4, mobile phone number, type integer, length 11, description, user's mobile phone number. Number 5, email, type varchar, length 30, description is user email. Second table name is activity recorder. Primary key is activity ID, foreign key none. There are 4 tables in the table structure. Number 1, activity ID, type integer, length 11, descriptions, activity ID. Number 2, date, type varchar, length 30, description, activity date. Number 3, activity descriptions, type varchar, length 30, descriptions, activity description. Third table name, reminder notification, primary key, reminder ID, foreign key, activity ID. In the table structure, number 1, reminder ID, type integer, length 11. Description is reminder ID. Number 2, activity ID, type integer, length 11. Description is activity ID. Fourth table name is chart or graphic. Primary key is graph ID, foreign key none. In the table structure, number 1, graph ID, type integer, length 11, description, graphic ID. Number 2, reminder time, varchar, type varchar, the length is 30, description is reminder time. Number 3 is user ID. The type is integer, the length is 11, description is user ID.
Ada demo yang bisa dicoba?
Sebentar. This is a prototype of the web time management assistant in image form. Okay, that's all our presentations. Any questions?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.
Good evening, lecturers. We are from team 4 and we want to explain about our project, but before we start it, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Fandoli.
My name is Maria Merita Nurak.
My name is Lifaika Salma.
My name is Abel Gibran Ivansa.
My name is Rajiv Bagas Rabbani.
My name is Samuel Saputra Syanipar.
My name is Sefa Alessandro Tipawel.
Okay, so in this project, Samuel, I, Maria, and Alifa, our task is to analyze about user and customer requirement for design, front-end and back-end. Samuel as a website programmer, Abel as a website designer, Shefa and Rajiv as a website features.
Next, general description of the software. HIVO is a web-based application, the context volunteer organization with people or community who want to become volunteers. Volunteers can search for information on volunteer activities and join activities that are interesting in online and outside. An organization can create and manage volunteer activity. Admin on this website can manage user, enters, and data in application. There are many users of this website, namely volunteers, event organization, and admins.
Next, for functional requirements, functional number 1, registration features for volunteers and event organizers. Functional number 2, login feature for volunteers and event organizers. Functional number 3, logout feature for volunteers and event organizers. Functional number 4 is set password feature for volunteers and event organizers. Functional number 5, admins can verify event organizers through the event organizer management feature or menu. Function number 6, management feature. There is an add, edit, and delete events or activities for event organizers. Functional number 7, the search features for volunteers helps find activities that match your volunteer search. Functional number 8, notification feature for volunteers, which aims to provide the latest information about activities and change in activities. Function number 9, the joint activity features allows volunteers to register and take part in activities according to the volunteer's choice. Functional number 10, the activity history feature is used to present a recapitulation of the results of activities that have been carried out or participated in by volunteers.
Next, non-functional requirements. Non-functional number 1, performance. The system must respond in the last 5 seconds when the user access the main page. Non-functional number 2, security. All user data must be stored encrypted. The system must have a firewall capable of detecting and preventing DDoS, distribute denial of service attack. Non-functional number 3, user face. The user interface should be easy to understand for lay users, and the maximum training time to understand the system is 2 hours. Non-functional number 4, availability. Application must be able to run 24 hours. Non-functional number 5, compatibility. Application must be compatible to be accessed by various device and operating system. Non-functional number 6, maintenance capability. Software update must be able to be installed without disrupting primary system availability and must be complete within a maximum of 1 hour. Non-functional number 7, obedience. The system must comply with the UU ITE regulation in terms of personal data protection.
This is our use case diagram. The first user or on our application is relevant or volunteer. Volunteer can log in on application, can register to, and can reset password, can search activity, can receive the notification about the activity, also can joining the activity and can see the history activity. And the second is organization event or penyelenggara event. Penyelenggara event on this application can log in, register, reset password, log out, and search activity and manage the event. The means is organization event can delete, edit, and adding the event. The third is, or the last is admin. Admin can log in on this app and can log out too. And she also can validate the event organization.
Okay, next, entity relation diagram. Entity relation diagram have part. Number 1, roles. Roles have ID role and role name. After 2, login access. Login access to user. User have username, name, ID role, password, gender, born date, email, and ID user. After 2, organization. Organization have email, username, ID role, name, description, address, phone number, and ID organization. After 2, create. After create event. Event have 2 goal event duration, event location, event date, category event name, ID organization, ID event, detail event, event recruitment. After event, add event. After add event, volunteer opportunity. Opportunity have 2 ID volunteer opportunity, ID user, and ID event.
Okay, next, table structure. On the table volunteer, we have ID volunteer, primary key, data type integer, field size 8. ID role, foreign key, data type integer, field size 8. Username, data type varchar, field size 50. Name, data type varchar, field size 50. Password, data type varchar, field size 20. Gender, data type enum. Born date, data type date. Phone number, data type number, field size 13. Email, data type varchar, field size 50. On the table events, we have ID event, primary key, data type integer, field size 8. ID organization, data type integer, field size 8. ID organization, foreign key. Event name, data type varchar, field size 50. Type event, data type enum. Category event, data type varchar. Event date, data type date. Event location, data type text. Event duration, data type date. Goal event, data type varchar, field size 50. Detail event, data type varchar, field size 50. Event requirement, data type text. On the table volunteer opportunity, we have ID volunteer opportunity, primary key, data type integer, field size 8. ID user, foreign key, data type integer, field size 8. ID event, foreign key, data type integer, field size 8. On the table roles, we have ID role, primary key, data type integer, field size 8. Role name, foreign key, data type integer, field size 8. On the table organization, we have ID organization, primary key, data type integer, field size 8. ID role, foreign key, data type integer, field size 8. Username, data type varchar, field size 50. Name, data type varchar, field size 50. Description, data type text. Email, data type varchar, field size 50. Address, data type text. Phone number, data type number, and field size 13.
Okay, this is the end of our presentation, and thank you for the attention.
Hey everyone, we are from Group 5. We would like to explain the results of our discussion entitled Network Hot Safety Network. Before explaining, let us introduce your names. So my name is Daniel Chardi.
My name is Ashraf Res Fadil.
My name is Ajim Simanjuntak.
My name is Octario.
My name is Muhammad Ilham Rauf.
My name is Bagus Sofan.
Okay, next. This your presentation is role and contribution the member. Stance have causality is 3. This one analysis and true designer and 3 in testing. The result output F causality is 6. Is number 1 general description and these 2 use categories and 3 functional requirement. Is this 4 non-requirement functional and this 5 use case diagram introduction table and this 6 ER diagram table structure. Contributes or group member this number 1 Bagus Sofan Barori is true Muhammad Ilham and this 3 Octario and this 4 Danda Charlie this 5 Asra Rajib and this 6 Azim Nimrod. As this number 2 is designer. The resolution is output have causality is 4 and this 1 use case diagram and this 2 ER diagram and this 3 of software over 5 and this 4 class diagram. And causality your R group member you have is Bagus Sofar and Muhammad Ilham Rauf, Octario Ramadan and Daniel Charlie and Asraf Rais and Azim Nimrod. Okay, is the last is testing. The resolution output this website from fact and consolidates R group member this Bagus Sofar. Next. Description. Lapor Mas atau community report is a website interpretation of as the online completion reporting portal which alims is assist is hosting complex is reporting in a set in credits relate and this that again is detrimental. Explains is treat describes of comfort and hosting complex, commenting and etching. To get to solution of quick action from the authorities in security office and household and officer. Next.
Thank you. I will continue the presentation. President, be my friend. Lapor Mas. Website software overview. Where there is admin. Admin on duty. Admin enters application user login data. And admin access and confirm community report. Security officer. The officer concrete reverses notification of reports regarding this that are terminal to the community. Relevant officer enter data onto result of holding from community reports. FTRW. Tasked with reversing recapitulation of reports regarding this they are the terminal to the community. All communities recorded in one housing complex include data on this. They are terminal to environmental CSG. Next. Functional requirement. F1. Admin manages user account. F2. User logs into the Lapor Mas website. F3. User reports complaint to the Lapor Mas website. F4. Admin confirm community report. F5. The system display the latest report notification to the user device. F6. Security office management settlement result reports. F7. The system display a completion report notification to the user device. F8. Admin send a recapitulation of public reports the Lapor Mas website. F9. User export summary reports from the Lapor Mas website to personal device or can be downloaded. F10. Admin deletes community reports. Next.
Non-functional requirement. Criteria, availability, parameter, the system is capable of running 24 hours on non-stop, except if their system maintenance or system renewal. System require internet for access the web lapor mas. Kriteria ergonomi parameter, the display interface on the system is easy to understand user and has a high ease of use towards. The system must be easy to use or user friendly. Kriteria language, using Indonesian language. Kriteria safety, the browser must accept the SSL certificate from the system. User have their own username and password. Kriteria usability, user know how to operate a web browser. Next. Use case diagram. And in use case diagram has for actor. In this one, local community needs to RT officer, needs the admin, and this for security. Use case diagram web Lapermas, admin manage user account. User logs in into the Lapermas website. User report complaint to the Lapermas. Admin confirm public complaint report. The system display the latest report notification to the user device. Security office manage settlement result report. The system display a result report notification solution to the user device. Admin send a recapitulation of public report to Lapermas website. User export summary report from the web Lapermas to personal device. In the last, admin delete public report. Next.
Okay, next AR diagram. The community report the report to the admin. The admin confirm and set notification to the community, security officer, and horse the officer. After the security officer and handle the report which has been confirmed by the admin and sends the rules of the complication report and provider notification to the admin of the host officer and the community. After the report, we will by the admin and subject to the host officer. Okay, next.
Next is a table structure. Table name is community table. It has a primary key, community population identification number, and foreign key is non. Table structure, community population identification number. Type data is integer and length 16. Description community population identification number. Name type data varchar length 70. Description community name. And next age type integer length 2. Description public age. Password type varchar length 7. Description password. Home address type varchar length 70. Description community residence address. In table report table, it have primary key ID report. Foreign key is community population identification number. And in table structure, report details type varchar length 100. Description of public report. Report ID type integer length 6. In description, report identification number. Community population identification number. The type is integer and length 16. Description is community population identification number. Report date type date length non. Description reporting date. Crime scenes report depth varchar length 550. Description crime scenes. In admin table, its primary key is admin ID and foreign key is report ID. Instructor table name admin ID type is integer, length is 3. Description admin ID number. In report ID type is integer, length 6. Description is report identification number. Name varchar The length 70 and descriptions is admin name. In security officer table, it's a primary key security office ID. Foreign key is report ID. In table structure, name security officer ID, type integer, length 5, description security officer identification number. Report ID, type integer, length 6, description report identification number. Name security officer, type varchar, length 70, description name of security officer. Next.
Next, because time is up, so we must start the discussion session. Okay.
Ini baru dashboard doang atau ada yang lain?
Web responsif. Jika ini navbar sebenarnya seperti ini Pak. Kalau ini kita web responsif di device yang lebih kecil.
Oke, kayaknya itu dari saya cukup lah ya. Nanti lanjut aja ke siapa? Noper atau siapa? Gilang ya, Pak Gilang ya.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good evening. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you for coming in today's presentations, both in this room and those watching in via Zoom meeting. Best wishes for all of us today. I'm Mutiara Hasibuan. I'm the moderator for today's presentations. The honorable examination lecturers, Bapak Supardianto, Bapak Iqbal, Bapak Noper, and Bapak Ahmadi Lubis, and our manager project, Bapak Gilang. Okay. So we hear from team 1, gonna presentation about our middle semester assessment about budget body. I like to give you a brief outline of our today presentations. First, about introduce and distribution team will explained by our team leader, Tio Kurniawan. Second is general description will explained by Rizwal Pratama Putra. And third, functional requirement will explained by Agung Ramadhani. Fourth, non-functional requirement will explained by Angel Nababan. And fifth, use case diagram and ER diagram will explained by Rafdi Inaya. And the last table structure will explained by myself. And we continue by Q&A session as well as criticism and suggestion by lecturers. Okay, the first for my partners, time and places, welcome.
Role and contribution of group members. 1. Team leader, Tio Kurniawan. Role, responsible for the overall execution and planning of the project, ensuring each member contribution according to their role and assisting the team in making decisions that affect the project. Contribution, creating the project plan, setting goals, and ensuring the project in on track. 2. Business analyst, Angel Nababan. Role, knowing user needs, functional and non-functional needs for the budget body application. Contribution, analyzing information, creating requirement documents, and ensuring that the solution to be provided can meet user needs. 3. Front end, Rafdi Inaya. Role, develop the user interface of the budget body application. Contribution, implemented the interface, wrote HTML, CSS, and JavaScript code. 4. Backend, Agung Ramadhani. Role, responsible for developing the database and backend that supports the functional of the budget body application. Contribution, implement the database that has been developed. 5. UI,
or UX designer. Role: designing user interface that are intuitive and easy to use. Contribution: create prototypes and match up to effectively implement the design. 6. Tester. Rizal Pratama. Role: perform software testing to ensure that the application can function properly. Contribution: run test scenario, identify bug, and provide feedback to developers.
General description. As technology advances, many companies are starting to implement budgeting system for budgeting. Budgeting is an information system built to prepare budgets. This step is considered effective in suppressing budget misuse that can actually harm to community in the future. Budget Buddy is a web-based application that is expected to organize and control personal finance that can be accessed by all groups. This application allows users to record every financial transaction effectively and efficiently. Budget Buddy is the answer to management problems, namely personal transaction, income, and expense.
One, the login feature involves user entering their username or email address and password to authenticate their identity. 2, the system can perform entry login. To execute this feature, follow these steps. A, identify the source of income. B, select recording system. C, enter data. 3, the system perform recording in personal finance management. 4, the system can record emergency funds such as unexpected medical expenses, job loss, or urgent repairs. 5, the system can perform budget planning. 6, the budget planning system can display reports periodically. This report is very important in following financial developments. Seven, the system can be used to display financial cards. 8, the system can send notification or warnings if expenditure exceeds the legal limit. 9, the system can store financial data in real time to enable accurate monitoring. 10, the system can click the logout button to exit the application.
The following are several types of non-functional requirements that are implemented in the Budget Buddy application. 1. Availability. The system is capable of running 24 hours non-stop, except when there is system maintenance or system update. 2. Ergonomy. The system must be easy to use or user-friendly. The application must have a simple, intuitive, and attractive interface so that user can easily enter, edit, and view financial data. 3. Language, using Indonesian. 4. Safety. The system protects user financial data from unauthorized access using authentication and authority encryption. 5. Performance. The system can display financial data quickly and accurately without experiencing lag or errors. 6. Portability. The system must be able to run on various types of mobile devices that use the Android operating system without requiring spelling installation. 7. Reliability. The application must be able to store financial data safely and consistently with an online database that can be accessed anywhere.
Use case. This is use case of the budget body. The user login in order to access to feature of the budget body, then the user can access to feature of the recording income, expense and emergency funds. User can view personal financial reports periodically. User can also access the budget planning feature if they want to plan a budget, then the user can also see their financial, grab and save the financial data in real time, and turn on notification to remind schedule finance. AR diagram. Budget body has 4 entities: user, budget plan, financial transaction, and expenditure category. Then for the relationship and cardinality, user have the relation on with budget plan and cardinality, where a user can have more than one budget plan. Then the user also has a due relationship with financial transaction and cardinality, where a user can do more than one financial transaction. Then financial transactions have a relationship with expense, categories, and cardinality, where our financial transaction is related to more than one expense category.
Okay, time is up.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. So we are from team 3 about time management assistant. The name is Horasing. Next. I'm Anita Sari, and this is Ifara Fifa, this is Sofian Dini, this is Muhammad Syafiq, this is Abelino Paichan, and this is Maximus De Valenzo. So next. This is a contribution team. Have analysis. Analysis have a functional requirement, non-functional requirement, ER diagram, ER relational, use case diagram, and have design. Design have a model architecture and demo program. Next. So we have a general description. For Sophie, you can start.
This time management assistant software is a web-based system developed with the aim of helping Batam State Polytechnic student manage their time, assessment, and goals. This system is limited in as to student registered at the Batam State Polytechnic. This application is exclusive with the Polytechnic area and uses Indonesian as the main language. This is a diagram general description, and ada student create akun, login, text slides, set text deadline, completing the text, view time reports, manage settings.
explain it in next because the time is.
Thank you, Sophie. Then next is functional requirements. Have a F11 for user or student Polybatam create account. F002 user login account. F003 user student Polybatam can make to-do list activity or text. F005 user or student Polybatam have create timer for working or doing activity or task. F006 user or student Polybatam can get started set a clock for doing or working for his or her activity. F006 user or student Polybatam can see analysis time for task or activity. F008 user or student Polybatam can setting the web. Next, have a non-functional requirements for Shiva Rafifa. You can start.
Okay, I will explain about non-functional requirement. First is performance. In responsiveness, the application must respond quickly. And scalability, it should be able to handle a number of users. Next is reliability. The application should be available all the time. 3 is security. Data must encrypted during storage and transmission. Privacy user must be safeguarded and the application must have a security certificate. 4 is legal compliance. The application must follow all relevant laws and regulation, include data and privacy user. Next. 5 is user experience interface. The user interface should be easy to understand, and in the language, the application must support the Indonesian language. The 6 is backup and recovery. Data should be regularly backed up, and there should be efficient way to recover data. 7 is audit and logging. The application should record user activities and security related even in logs. 8 is cross-browser compatibility. Website must be compatible in various web browser. 9 is responsive performance on mobile device. The application should be performed well on both PC and mobile device. 10 is usability. The application should be designed with design principle in good mind.
Thank you for Siva Rafifa. Next, we have a use case diagram. Use case diagram will be explained by me, Anita. So we have a user or student Polybatam. So in harassing, student or user can be create account, login to account, create text or activity, create a deadline text or activity, create a time for activity or task. So next, have a stop it timer for we or our student Polybatam to do work. Or terus next, have a C analysis timer for task or activity, and have a setting the web. Next, we have a ER diagram. ER diagram explained by Abelino Paichan. For Abelino Paichan, you can start.
Today, I will present our ERD about orations, and there are five entity. The first one is user entity. User entity have a 6 attribute. First one is user ID, username, email, password, major, and generation. Next one is text list. Text list have 6 attributes. First one is text list ID, user ID, name text, description, deadline, and status. Next one is goals. Goals is have 6 attribute. First one, goals ID, user ID, names goal, description, deadline, and status. Next one is activities. Activities have 8 attributes. First one is activity ID, user ID, name activities, description, date start, date finish, time start, times up, and status. The last one is notification. Notification have 4 attributes. First one is notification ID, user ID, message, and that notification.
Thank you. Next. No. Yeah. This is a session of question, critic, or suggestion.
Ada demo kan?
Okay. We have demo for Maximus Del Farenzo. You can start.
Hello everyone. Today I will become a moderator to tell you how harassing work. So if you wanna use our application, you can click start at navbar. It will redirect you into login page. So if you already have account, you can log in. But if you don't have account, you can fill up the sign up menu. So this is our dashboard. So this is our dashboard. So in profile, you can see it display name, email, study program, and generation. And the next one is text. In text, you can add a new text, rename a title, change the start date and end date. The next one is calendar. In calendar, if you already have a text in calendar, it will be show up. But don't worry, if you don't have a text, you can double click the date and pop-up will be showed. You can add the title, add text, and also add the start date and end date. Next one is setting section. In setting section, we have you can change your password to new password and change the theme color from brighter color to darker color and vice versa. Next one is help section. In help section, we have 2 sections, which get help and shares idea and feedback. Both of them will be sent into our
email. This is for our demo presentation. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So now we start to discuss session.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Honorable lecturer who are present this evening. Tonight, my group mates and I will present the result of mini PBL report that we have completed. To shorten the time, let us start the first material, namely the role and contribution of each group member, which will be explained by Hilma.
Rules and contribution of group members. Analysis. Search information and report. Contributed by Razif, Hilma, and Patrick. Design. Create and design dashboard display. Contributed by Arya, Chelly, and Fauzi. Implementation. All website features, artists, again functional requirements. Contributed by Razif, Arya, Hilma, Chelly, Alif, and Patrick, and Fauzi. And the last is testing. Ensure that the website appearance and website functionality can be accessed properly on purpose device and browser. Contributed by Alif, Razif, and Arya.
Next in an explanation of the general description of the software, which will be explained by Hilma again.
Now, I will explain about the general description of the software that we will create, which is about the Community Volunteer Hub. Community Volunteer Hub application is web-based platform that aims to connect volunteer with various activities and community around them. Thanks all for me. Thank you.
The next material is about functional requirements, which will be explained by Fauzi and Arya.
Perkenalkan Pak, nama saya Fauzi. Saya akan membacakan functional requirement. I will explainable functional requirement. Number 1, the system is capable of displaying a login and registration menu to access the features available on the website. Number 2, the system is capable to display a search system for activities with informative result, including program description and volunteer recruitment. Number 3, the system is capable of displaying a feature for creating activities that can only be accessed by the organization. Number 4, the system is capable of displaying a feature for joining activities that is used by volunteers to participate in their chosen activities. Number 5, the system is capable of displaying notification about change to activities that are followed by volunteer. Next will be explained by my colleague Arya.
My name is Arya Agung Setiawan, and I will be explain about functional requirement. Number six. Number six, the system is able to display notification about change in activities that volunteer participate in. And number 7, system is able to display system report, which will be filled in by organization and will be displayed on the main web page. And number 8, the system is able to display volunteer and organization data to make it easier for admin to manage data organization and volunteer. And number 9, the system is able to display organization account that register and will be sorted by admin. And number 10, the system is able to display chat system for volunteer to chat with admin. That's all for me.
Then the material about non-functional needs, which will be explained by Patrick and Alif.
My name is Patrick Maruluban Tobing. Now I will description of non-functional recruitments. Non-functional recruitments in the system. Recruitments that support smooth running of the main function can be divided in table 1. Table 1 is non-functional recruitments. This number 1 is security recruitments. Security works to application must provide a level high of security to protect user personal data and other important information. This number 2, performance. Recruitment's performance works must provide fast response times and be responsive to user requests. This number 3, language. Recruitment's language works ending Indonesian. Is number 4, measurement and reporting. Requirements, measurement and reporting works monitor and report performance metrics such as response times, availability percentage, and server results used. Next, I will be explain to my colleague Alif.
My name is Alif Mulya Sudibyo. I will continue the explain of the description of non-functional requirement that my colleague Patrick had explained before. Next, there here legal compliance, which is complying with data protection regulation such as GDPR or General Data Protection Regulation, if applicable to the user or the data stored. Next, there is backup security. Backup security here has a strong data backup strategy and can be restored in the event of disaster or system failure. And finally, there is documentation, providing clear and comprehensive documentation for end user and application developer. Thanks for me. Back to the moderator.
Next is the use case diagram material, which will be explained by Razif.
My name is Razif Alisputra. I will explain about diagram use case. First, volunteer and organization register on this website. For organization account, there will be validated by admin. And don't validate, you can log in on this website. And register account, admin can validate account data. and organization login, they can make activities, and the activities can share be volunteer, and volunteer can join this activity. Lanjut, Pak. Can join these activities. When organization change information about activities, relawan volunteer receive a notification. And this website, user can communicate with other user. And activities done, organization make report about these activities. This is all for me. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are from Group 5. Here we want to present our mini project based learning entitled Neighborhood Safety Network. Before we start our presentation, let me ask moderator to introduce the members of this group and each member's contribution to this project. There were me, Ananda Yuniputri, and Auga Raihan Mustahar as requirement analyst, who in charge in finding information and making reports. Then Naufal Raditya and Faiza Irna Harahap as designer, who in charge in designing the dashboard display. And then Vika Damayanti and Esra Jonathan as examiner, who in charge of ensuring the display website that will be the display website and requirement functionality that can be accessed properly on various device and browser. Next. In this presentation, there are several material that will be explained. There are software, general description, functional requirement, non-functional requirement, use case diagram, ER diagram, and table structure. As not as to prolong the time, the first material will be explained by Esra. To Esra, time is yours.
Okay, now I am explain the software general description. The Neighborhood Safety Network, as we can call Jaga, is a web-based application on the security. This serve as the protection for residents within a community, particularly in the housing complex. Our application involve various stakeholders, include by community members, admin, and security team. There's maintain parties like community member, admin, and the security team can be used the application flexible by the submitting incident report and accessing community report through the website. Our goal in this application is to provide the both of security and confidence. It is accessible through the device, are commonly only owned by the community. That's all I can explain about the general software. And I will to moderator.
Thanks to Esra. Next, the next material will be explained by Faiza. To Faiza, time is yours.
And functional requirements. Feature 1, login, the system shall be applicable authentication, allowing user to log in. Authentication includes email and verified password. Feature 2, the system shall allow user to submit incident reports, including destination as location, tips, time, incident type, description, and the option. And feature 3, the system shall have emergency reporting feature that can send quick response message in the event. And feature 4, the system shall enable the validation and confirmation of report data. And feature 5, the system shall be able to display a security map containing the layout. And feature 6, the system shall feature and reminder exception with reminder poster to promote community. And back to moderator.
Okay, thank you, Faiza, for the explanation. Next, the non-functional requirement will be explained by Vika Damayanti. To Vika, time is yours.
Next, description of non-functional requirement. Number 1, availability. The system is able to run for 24 hours non-stop unless under system maintenance. Number 2, portability. The system can be accessed by various user web browser. Number 3, usability. The system should be user-friendly with a user interface that easily understandable for user. Number 4, language. Using Indonesia as the main language by adjusting the target user. Number 5, security. Using a password when access the application. Number 6, performance. The application is able to provide a fast response to user action. Back to moderator.
Okay, thanks to Vika. The next material will be explained by Auga. To Auga, time is yours.
Good evening, dear lecturers. I will explain our use case diagram. So the community can access the existing features, namely login, and then report event, and then report emergency event, and then display security maps, and then display environmental awareness reminders, and then log out. Then we have a security team and admin side. They have access by respective roles, namely the admin. The admin can access everything by managing and validating a report, and then security team can access. They can play and role the incident report. Okay, enough for me. Back to moderator.
Okay, thanks, Auga. The last material will be delivered by Naufal Raditya. To Naufal, time is yours.
Okay, this is ER diagram of our applications. There are 4 entities, 5 relationships, and several attributes within each entities. The workflow in this ER diagram is as follows. Citizens manage reports. Reports are followed up by the security, and the security notifies the admin that the reports has been followed up, and the admin validates the reports. That's the explanation about ER diagram. Back to moderator.
Okay, thanks, Naufal. Maybe that's all from us. To Sir and sorry. The last material will be explained by Auga Raihan. To Auga, time is yours.
Okay, we have 4 tables, 4 entities. First table is people, ID user as a primary key and none for foreign key. We have a structure table. Number 1 ID user is an integer. He has a 3 length. Name is varchar. He has 50 length. And then address is varchar. He has a 50 length. And then gender is enum. They have a L for male and P for female. And then telephone number is an integer. He has 13 length, and then age is integer. He has 2 length, and then birth date is that and non for length. And then second table is a security team. ID security is as a primary key, ID laporan or ID report as a foreign key, and then ID report is integer and he has a 4 length, and then ID security is an integer, he has a 3 length, and name is varchar, he has a 50 length, and time of action is a time, the non of length, and then action statute is enum. He has we can choose being processed or has been processed. And then third table is report. ID report is as a primary key. ID user is as a foreign key.
Okay, I think it's enough because time is up.
Thank you very much.
So we can start to discuss session, question and answer. Okay, and we switch to bahasa Indonesia. Okay.